talking about you, you're the one that I'm talking about. The shoe fits, whoa. Ladies and home, it's been a 5150 show. 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 Stop wasting life best on the average mind. Us craving progress are one of a kind. They want religion from those that hold them down. Talking about the shoe fits, whoa. Ladies and home, it's been a 5150 show. 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 Stop wasting life best on the average mind. Us craving progress are one of a kind. They want religion from those that hold them down. I bet my existence on new faith I find. Ladies and
You ain't no bad bitch for real. I seen you before you got your ass and titties done.
Is Trina there?
World, are y'all ready? You know what's up when this sound begin. We about to go in. Let's do it. Yeah. You ain't never seen no show like this. Cracking jokes and singing we won't miss. 5150 up in this bitch, yeah.
You ain't never seen a show like this.
Ghetto folks gon' be all in their bliss, trying to make you laugh until you piss, yeah. Cause you ain't never seen no show like this, yeah. 5150 2022, it's on. I'm about to say some real things. Hit the mic and bring the pain. Cause you ain't never seen no show like this, yeah. Stop being so. Show like this, yeah, mother. Hey, what up? 5150 in the house. Nail brother over there chilling and shit. Nail, with the shoulder that work and shit. We up in this motherfucker. I am Corey Holcomb, DarleneOrtiz. My man KraigFacts. Look, man, I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about, man. Let me just start out by saying this. Podcasting really has had no type of laws enforced on the you know better than that side of the game. One thing I definitely want to put out there in the atmosphere of all podcasting, if you got a buster on your show, you can't act like, oh, I didn't know that's what he said. Let me explain something to you, man. We have to take accountability of the people we bring on our show. Stand on it. Don't act like, oh, I didn't know or whatever. Or if somebody out of pocket, cut them off. I'm saying that should be the law. Like if you got somebody on your show and you know they out of pocket, if you don't cut them off, you up with it. You up with it. If somebody out of pocket, I'm not talking about a difference of opinions. A difference of opinions is what makes podcasting worth watching. But when you know somebody is a liar, when somebody is doing stuff for shock value, clickbait type shit, and they talking crazy about somebody else, and you know it ain't true, you up with them, man. Yeah. You up with them. You are part of them. You can't act like you didn't know no more, man. You like, cause I done said stuff about people. I take stories from the internet and I talk crazy about them. I gotta stand on everything I said, which I normally do. And if I make a mistake, I can admit I made a mistake. But you little cake-ass podcasters who bring on these buster motherfuckers for clickbait, you with them. Don't act like you a neutral, oh, we're just a broadcaster or all that shit. No, you bring it on hobos and letting hobos have an open mic on your podcast. There's a lot of hobos out there talking crazy about not only me, other people that it's easy for them to talk crazy about because words are just words. But I'm saying, like, if I see a homeless nigga talking about me on your platform, you basically are with that homeless nigga. You did that for that nigga to be able to get off on me. That's all I'm saying. Don't act innocent. I remember Pierre had Tasha K on his shit when we was talking crazy. When Tasha K was talking crazy about me, and you let that bitch go on there, talk about a nigga like me got faggot shit going on. Nigga, you up with that bitch now. So if you see me, don't be like, hey, Corey. No, nigga, you up with that bitch. You a bitch now. That's how it go from now on. You let that bitch have an open mic on your Backdooria ass podcast, and I bet if he saw me, he'd act like, hey, what's up, man? No, it ain't no hey, what's up? Stay your cake ass away from me and run with them motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers who let these hobos on your show, homie, that's on you. This niggas going around talking shit about motherfuckers. They ain't got no evidence, no nothing. Just saying it for the shock value. Then the cake ass nigga put on there some type of shit like, whatever. I use my name for example. Corey slaps a baby.
Exactly. Yeah. They
Man, you let that bitch ass nigga come on there and say that shit, nigga. I ain't no motherfucker. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not no man who does bogus things to people. And if somebody don't like me, I'm cool with that. I used to hang with that one nigga, Precise, after we did the video. I let him be around me. I saw the wretched shit in him. Look how I paid for that shit, having a wretched nigga around me. Look how I paid for that shit. And you see I'm taking the role like it's my fault. You right. Man, you let these motherfuckers in your presence, that's on you. You got to stand on it. I saw, look, I'm name dropping. I don't give a fuck. I saw T.K. Kirkland. He was hesitant to speak to me. I'm not mad that T.K. Kirkland hesitant to speak to me. I had Scrancho on my show, and Scrancho spoke his piece on what happened, and it was unflattering to T.K. Kirkland. But I've seen T.K. Kirkland do some things that are very disparaging to people, so I stand on it. Whatever Scrancho said, I had Scrancho right here with me. So I'm with Scrancho on this. It don't mean I hate T.K. Kirkland, but it do mean I let Scrancho come over here and air out. So I got to stand on it. If you understand what I'm saying, I got to stand on it.
Right.
But I've seen the man do things to people, whereas, okay, here goes something else. That's why I'm saying, so when T.K. Kirkland was hesitant as he speak to me, I wasn't shocked. I was like, okay, I see what's up. He kind of like, oh, nah, nigga, you was up with that nigga. Yeah, I was up with Scrancho on that shit. I admit it because I can bring people on here that you've done things to, Mr. Kirkland, where you was way out of pocket. Way out of pocket. I'm not trying to kick up no dust with T.K. Kirkland, but I'm saying when he was like, I was like, hey, what's up, man? He did like this. Something like that. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I ain't mad at you. Everybody we have under us in this podcast world, you got to take accountability from that from now on. No more acting like, oh, he was just saying what he wanted to say. The most famous case of this is Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, you had Cat on your podcast. Nigga. You was with Cat, nigga. That's why all them motherfuckers ain't fucking with you. Even the Backdoria motherfuckers you cool with. I'm just saying, you had Cat on your podcast. You have to take responsibility for bringing on Cat. Don't act like you didn't know and you were deer in the motherfucking headlights. Nigga, man, Cat, you know Cat wasn't finna let them niggas have that shit. So you let him on there, you let other motherfuckers on there. They ain't like that shit, did they? So what position you in now? It's hard booking motherfuckers to come on that show now, ain't it? But be responsible and stop acting like I just interviewed him. No, nigga. You let the brother on and let the brother get loose longer than anybody else. Now it might be the #1 motherfucking watched interview. I think it is. I heard it's up to 70 million.
Yeah, no, it's bigger interviews than that.
It's bigger interviews than that?
Not urban, though.
Okay, well, we'll say urban.
As the word spreads.
I'll put it like this.
Right.
The motherfucking hood watch that motherfucking video.
All day long.
You dig what I'm saying? You responsible for that video, Mr. Sharp. No matter how you try to act like, oh, I was just interviewed. No, nigga, you was up with the shit, nigga. So that's why people act the way they act. All you interviewers out there, your guests who you have on, you responsible for your guests. Because if you feel like he a fuck nigga, then you shouldn't have him on. But if you got a fuck nigga on for the clickbait, then just know you a fuck nigga right with him.
That's if you're talking about somebody specifically, right?
I'm saying like, let's say, I'm saying from here on out in my career,
Yeah.
if I got somebody on and they talking about somebody and I don't stop it, I'm up with it.
Right.
I'm down with what he talking about.
Or what about allowing?
Now, the reason I'm saying that is because it's a lot of people out here who at rock bottom on the internet lying on people.
Definitely.
It's people on the internet lying on me that's at rock bottom.
Me too.
A hobo.
Right.
That's what they are. I'm talking about for real. I ain't exaggerating, man. It's people out here, man, they ain't even got a bank account. But they on the internet,
That's
on
funny.
these MREC TVs. I think that was MREC or whatever. Man, these motherfuckers in here, they got a hobo line on me. I'm like, what? Oh, man, y'all up with that shit for clickbait. Y'all up with that shit, man. So I can't rock with you after that, man, unless you make it right, man, and say, I shouldn't have never had that whole ass nigga on here because I felt he was lying. That mean you ain't had no side of the story and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We got to be better with these platforms because it's too many transients. That's the person who ain't got a place to stay, right?
Yeah.
It's too many transients on here talking crazy about people. Ain't nowhere near being a person of relevancy. I'm on the internet every week. I'm like, I know my name gonna get thrown out there with shit on it, but I'm watching where the shit come from. That's what I'm trying to say. Kraig, you used to do your podcast. Do you regret any of them guests you had?
Oh no, it was a learning experience, but you know, thinking about what you said, I mean, yeah, people would definitely take advantage of the spotlight who ain't ready for it. People who don't have no talent or haven't worked on their talent, they feel like they could just throw other people under the bus and lie. And hey, I'm here too now. Since I said that about Corey, hey, look at me. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that sucks, man. That's called a hasty generalization. It's a logical fallacy to make a statement that's incorrect about somebody when you only have
Your
like
big word game is so fucking on
sample
point.
size.
You said a what? A hasty
It's
what?
a logical fallacy. It's called a hasty generalization. It's basically a statement, a blanket statement made about a person or a group of people when you only have a limited amount of information. You know what I'm saying? And people do that shit all the time on the internet, and you know it's unfortunate.
If you on the internet, man, and everybody know you from the internet or these internet stories, I could see people joking about internet stories. It's internet stories, homie. If you out here, if you put your picture of your baby on the internet, ain't no telling what's gonna come from that. I get that. But these motherfucking cake-ass podcasts out here interviewing motherfuckers like this motherfucker is dropping knowledge.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's making
this
me laugh. 'Cause
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I did it with Orlando. I ain't gonna lie. I had him on there. He did.
Who was Orlando?
Orlando Brown. He was on my show, but he wasn't talking. I mean,
but you got to stand on whatever he say.
Yeah. I mean, definitely.
And I don't know what he said, but I'm just saying.
That really made too much sense. So you know, but he's charging though, so I wouldn't consider him a bum. He charging racks for an interview. Every time you see him on somebody's channel, he getting money. So, you know what I mean? So
I hope Orlando get his money. Yeah. I ain't got nothing against Orlando, but what I'm saying is all the people who bring Orlando on there, and you know, because they looking for clicks.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course.
Hey man, you got to stand on that. You can't play dumb. Yeah. The most famous person playing dumb was Mr. Sharp when he act like he was just interviewing Cat. No, homie. No, homie, you let that ride. You let all that stuff he said ride. And I ain't mad at you or the brother Cat. But what I am saying is, stop acting like you innocent.
I'm mad at Shannon. Not in a bad way, but I mean, you already rich. You got a big platform. Stop buddy hustling, nigga. Interview everybody, not just the motherfuckers that you don't like what they say about you, because we all entertainers, man. Though, you know, fuck with some other motherfuckers. You fucking with the normal niggas.
I mean, I think he lead with feelings like a female.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I say that if he was standing right here, you lead with feelings like a female. You know what I'm saying? You mad at people and you got out the car switching with a purse on your arm. Homie, what you think we not finna joke about that?
Right,
what world do you live in?
Instead of laughing at himself, like, okay, man, yeah, right, you got me.
Yeah.
It be the same niggas. It's like a rotation of like 100 famous niggas that everybody interview over and over and over. Which I mean, I'm a fan of these people too, but nigga, when black people don't break niggas no more. Remember when black people would give a nigga a chance?
Somebody knew, right?
Like Corey gave me a shot, All Def gave me a shot. Like niggas get to a certain level, and they like the NBA podcast. I don't want to hear another nigga tell a Michael Jordan, who better? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. 1A, 1B. Michael Jordan got, I'm just tell you this. I'm just Clyde Drexler. No, Clyde. I'm tired of hearing these same ass conversations. NBA niggas and NFL niggas do not know how to podcast. Podcasting is not the NBA, it's not the NFL. Please put a comedian or somebody that has some real talent next to you so we can enjoy every show, not just the ones when a nigga like Cat Williams show up. You know what I'm saying? Give us some consistent entertainment.
It's not gonna happen. You know why? Because nowadays it's out there. Anybody can create something. So just be prepared. It's
You're
probably gonna
right.
get
That's what
worse.
I'm saying. For the riffraff that's out there who interviewing riffraff, homie, I'm gonna put you on blast because I stand on mine. It's people out here don't know me and I don't know them. I'm telling you, man, when I meet you, I don't act funny with you. But if you a fuck nigga, I keep distance from you because I know me. I'm not worried about you. I know me. Whenever I'm around a fuck nigga, I'm sitting here boiling, watching him cap. Because that's the number one shit that I be like, oh my God, this motherfucker capping. Lying like a motherfucker, man. I don't like motherfuckers like that. It's something that make my blood boil when you just sitting up here lying like a motherfucker, man. And if somebody got you on their podcast lying and they like, wow, so how do you know this for a fact? Ain't nobody even said that. That ain't even nothing when you trying to check them. Said, how do you know this for a fact?
Well, how
Them
about,
motherfuckers will let a homeless motherfucker. Look, man, what I say about that one nigga, let me tell you another thing about all you niggas with no capital. Kraig, what is capital?
That's money. That's finances.
how about with no leg to stand on? Most
No
people,
leg to stand
they
on.
don't have anything.
Yeah.
Like just,
All you niggas with no capital, no leg to stand on, I'm not going to say your name. You're not going to get in the algorithm because I said your name. I know that's what you want. You want me to say your name. I'm talking about men in dresses also. It don't matter how much capital they got. If you in a dress and lipstick, I'm not going to say your name. I'm a bag up off it. But if you a little struggling 50-year-old bum, I'm not finna put your name in the algorithm. You put mine in there, homie. Say what you gonna say about me when you in front of somebody else's camera or in front of a keyboard. Because when I'm in the streets, motherfuckers don't talk to me like that. I'm not daring nobody to do nothing. But I'm just saying, when you in front of me, it don't never go like that. It's one little nigga out here talking crazy about me. Homie, I got all the motherfucking texts with you begging to come on the 5150 show. That's what a lot of motherfuckers be mad because I reject them. Corey, man, can I, no, nigga, you a bad spirit. Can't hire you up under me. What I look like having you up under me under here? What was that, last week? One Luther on here? Mm-hmm. Or was it the week before last?
it was last week.
Last week.
yeah.
Luther is my man.
Good folks.
I got love for Luther. But everybody know I didn't agree with most of the shit he was talking about. Do we fall out over that? No, because I know where Luther come from to where he is today, and trust me, that man ain't did nothing but climbed up when he got his second chance in life. He the type of motherfucker that'll help you. I remember I landed in Atlanta. I thought I had COVID again. I said, man, I don't feel good, Luther. Luther motherfucking had his high blood pressure machine. That motherfucker checked me. He said, nigga, your blood pressure high. This ain't no COVID. I'm saying, like, I told him I ain't feel good when I got on the plane.
Yeah.
By the time I landed in Atlanta, he was right there. The point I'm trying to make, he a good dude.
Yeah.
Luther's a good dude, man.
It takes two mature people, though, to have a relationship like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not one. See what I'm saying? So most people could say, oh, well, get over it, or let him pass, or let him fly, or he's like this. No. But two guys, people are mature, men, women, whatever, two men.
Most of the time, men work it out because men kill each other.
Yeah.
That's why men work it
That's
out.
true, too.
Men
That
kill
is
each
true.
other.
Yeah.
That is true,
But
too.
I'm saying, man, to all y'all motherfuckers who motherfucking out here, got these hobos on your podcast and letting them work out, hey, man, I can't respect you.
That's how it's going to be. It's
I
gonna get
can't
worse.
respect you, man. It's like, yo, why he let this garbage motherfucker on there? Clickbait.
It's called desperation. They got nothing.
I know y'all want to get this internet money. I took my music off motherfucking Spotify. I told them motherfuckers, man, y'all motherfuckers crazy. If you get 1 million views, you get $6,000.
That's it.
So if you sell 1 million records at $1 a piece,
Yeah.
ain't that $1 million?
Yeah.
So you telling me you wouldn't rather get out here and hustle your shit than fuck with some motherfuckers that rule the world, who have written laws where when you put your music on this one platform, they own it so they can put it on other platforms. Mm-hmm. You be like, well, how's my shit on this? They be like, motherfucker, you ain't read the fine print? Right. It's all a joke, man. I'm putting them all on blast, man. What did it say? Salute, Corey, you a real one. It's called backbiting in the biblical word. Backbiting. Yeah, all these people who backbiting, man. I'm saying like somebody got to say something one day. And if I ever was backbiting, I'm watching myself real carefully now because I see how the internet has become. It's like, yo, what makes you, I mean, like, if a motherfucker ain't shit, but he can be on there talking shit like you, why are you opening the door for a motherfucker that ain't shit? Right. When I say that, I'm talking about like somebody who has no proof of nothing. Yeah. Somebody who is basically, they don't even have, man, these motherfuckers is living at the rock bottom.
It's envy.
No, it's attention.
And talking about everybody's life but theirs.
Anybody that lie on you publicly for attention is envious. It's a way to call somebody out. You just got to speak the facts and the truth and just ask a person why you do that, man. We want to know. You know, if it's a fact, you can call me out publicly, but don't lie, though. Because I'm not defending no lie.
My good brother Kraig, one day I was watching Batman, and he said it best. Some people just want to see the world burn.
Yeah, that's real shit, yeah.
I mean, like, yo, anything I said about somebody, I'm going to stand on it. And if I was wrong, I will say, oh, I got them facts wrong. Because I could be wrong. Motherfuckers, oh, y'all used to do the show out of storage. I'm so proud of the fact that we blew up out of storage.
Yeah. Shit.
I think that is G. Whatever you want to say about me, whether it's good or bad, I get it. I'm a public figure. But when you see me, don't be hee-heeing. Don't be hee-heeing. When I saw motherfucker Stephen A. Smith, his bodyguard sent him to that table. You ever see that big light-skinned dude who be with him?
No.
Stephen A. Smith got this big bodyguard dude who be with him all the time. That's who saw me first. He was like, hey, there go Corey over there. At the Joe's Restaurant in Chicago, NBA All-Star Weekend. And Stephen A. Smith came over there. And I watched it all happen. Am I supposed to be like, no, fuck you, nigga, in that restaurant? No, that ain't how you do it. I'm saying this for the younger guys. When you let people see you get on 10, they got you.
Yep.
They got you, homie. Be calm and walk it down. Because it ain't real. We in Joe's Restaurant. Who would want to tear up Joe's Restaurant except for an emotional man? An emotional man who's led by emotions will fight anywhere because he has no control over his emotions. They fight on podcasts. They get into it everywhere because they led by emotions. I ain't led by emotions, homie. So all you dudes who talk about me, I ain't gonna lie. When I know you ain't got no capital, homie, I ain't gonna never say nothing back to you, man. Get your paper straight, man. If I argue with let me think of somebody who famous who I'd have got into it with. Even a Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith got capital. It's worth the argument. We on here for entertainment purposes. We gonna talk about his hairlining and all his hypocritical statements he make, yeah. But if you sitting here begging for money, living with your broad, you ain't finna get me to say your name, homie. If you living in a hovel in Detroit, I'm talking about that funky bitch who was raising my name up. It was a funky bitch in Detroit. I ain't never met this bitch. This bitch act like she know me. Bitch, you don't know me, and I'm not gonna say your name. When I had a chance to meet you in person, I didn't even meet you because you looked raggedy. God guided me away from you because of your pictures. You look raggedy and thirsty. And all the rest of you motherfuckers that keep saying, it's motherfuckers who say my name. What is it? It's June. It's motherfuckers who've been on the internet. They done said my name at least 1,000 times.
But by that point, it's a little flattering, isn't it? To me, it's a little flattering.
Corey Holcomb. When Corey Holcomb, Darlene, Corey Holcomb, why did Kraig? Corey Holcomb.
Corey, he
when I
did.
get under somebody's skin like that, it's kind of flattering.
I'm like,
it's
homie,
wow, you're using your energy. Okay.
I'll tell you, you a fan. You mad because I won't give you the recognition you want. Homie, you literally eating out back of my head. And I'm going to make sure it's shitty. Motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying all these podcasters. I dropped a name, unfortunately, and I think that's the one I saw it on. I saw somebody talking crazy about me on this shit. Man, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something, man. Y'all thirsty, man. You podcasters, you thirsty if you got thirsty motherfuckers on your shit. I can't fuck with you.
But the reason why you're saying, I believe that's what I saw, it's unfortunate, too, that people don't even have their own content. They go ahead and now it's an abundance of people sharing and clipping and pulling from other people's stuff. So
they bring hobos into their little shit they set up and let the hobo talk about me and they act like they neutral. You not neutral.
But hobo too, I agree with that. But if you ain't got no talent, you a hobo too.
Yeah.
Man, I know motherfuckers out here been doing this shit just as long as me, and them motherfuckers at rock motherfucking bottom, but will put their head up and act like they somebody. In fact, they lie about who they are.
Man.
These motherfuckers out here talking about they created Wildin' Out.
What?
And this motherfucker
That's
ain't
wild.
got, I bet if you caught him right now on the street, headlocked him and went in his pockets, he not gonna have $40. I'm serious. This is a bum. I don't do crack. I only do cocaine. What's the difference between, the homie told me, what's the difference between crack and just cocaine?
You cook
One's
crack.
powder,
Baking soda, that's what he said.
One's solid, one's
Motherfucker, get your dope fiend ass the fuck off the motherfucking internet and just go stand in front of a car in Vegas after that empty ass show. Nigga, I know all about you, nigga. I got motherfuckers peeping everything you do, man. Stop, man.
That's
Y'all
unfortunate.
motherfuckers
That's terrible.
bums, man. What they say?
Especially when you give people a break. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've actually, you've given that person a break. They wouldn't have had it they wouldn't have been able to do anything any other way. And look what they did with it. All right.
Them motherfuckers, they be like, oh, I don't want a break. I want his shit.
They want what you got.
Them motherfuckers, that's why motherfuckers be like, hey, Corey, let me come up there. I be like, man, you ain't finna be up under me. Your pedigree is out there. Your pedigree is out there, man.
Look at that last time. I remember I was all excited when he said, oh, I'm finally going to let Homeboy come on the show. And he was
I forgot. Who you talking about?
the comedian that acted a damn fool.
It's a whole bunch of them. I don't know who you
No,
talking
the main
about.
one
Macca.
with Zoe. They got into
What
it with
up?
Zoe. Hey.
You talking about motherfucking.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
When is your pool party? When is it? What day of the week is that?
It's a weekend, bro.
Oh shit! If I'm working, I don't know.
July
But I'm
6th, is
off.
that
No, I'm off that. I'm off that week. What's a pool party? Macca invited me to a pool party at his house. Is that your house?
Oh,
Hold on,
shoot.
we gonna talk. Oh, you talking about Darlene?
Oh. I have done it before.
Darlene,
Remember back in the
Darlene,
day.
I don't know if you gonna put on a bathing suit this year, goddamn.
Man, yeah. What you gonna put
Where
on
is that? I'm curious.
Oh, wow.
Man, I'll be there, homie. Is it somewhere is it people invited or is it just something you want to?
Oh,
It's
wow.
tickets?
Oh, so it could be.
Where the tickets at to what? You got to tell me the name of the place people watching.
Oh, we're going to put the link up.
Put the link up.
What?
Put the link up. We'll put it up. I didn't know you had it's out here and where?
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
man,
private
there's going to be a lot of
location.
motherfuckers there, dog. It'll be a whole bunch of hobos at that motherfucker. Oh, I know you're going to have real security up in there.
Okay,
That's why they
there
can't
you
mob
go.
this place. If they, boy, them motherfuckers. That's my man Macca right there, man. I'm telling you, that's one of the people in life that I met later in life, but I trust that nigga. I ain't just saying that because he here, goddammit. I trust Macca. Macca, go Mac. I ain't never seen no fuck shit out them motherfuckers, man. And I be watching, especially when it's a new relationship. I be like,
hell yeah, you got to.
where the fuck shit at? Where the fuck shit at? No fuck shit. Real motherfuckers right there.
That's right.
Who's sitting on things. Got love for them for real.
Straight out.
But anyway. Hey, man, that podcast stuff, I had to put that out, man, because we got to start holding people accountable for who they got up under them, man. The world is in chaos, man. Yeah. We think we can just hang with murderers. I'm talking about people who kill innocent people and play it off like we don't know what they doing is out of pocket. We think we can hang with, which goes into this next story that I want to talk about. We think we can hang with people that have a church where the church has a first man.
What you mean? Hold on, man. It's a female preacher and it's a nigga.
It's a church in Florida where the brother who is the preacher is Backdooria. And he has the first man of the church. Do you think the people, I ain't even talking about them two, but I'm talking about, do you think the people who go to that church are about anything that has to do with the word of God? I'm asking.
Are they black?
Yeah.
Kraig.
Yeah. You should see the little moist boy.
Jackie Robinson of
the one preacher standing behind him and the little moist boy like this.
Dick Ball.
Well, but what does he do? I mean, is he like what does he do outside of being,
what do you mean?
What does he do outside of being her married to her?
Who is her?
Well, you said
It's two boys.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought he really meant that there was a female. Oh, my bad.
If you want to see me throw up, I want to see two beards kissing. I'll throw up, dog.
Gay church is Gertz. It ain't.
I thought you meant it was because the first a woman who's the pastor.
It's
of the
a man who sleeps with men, and he puts forward the first man of the church. Now, what is this?
They eat hot links during communion. Bunless hot links during communion.
They gonna have a pool party too.
Hell
I bet the children of the church can't come. I heard old boy church is dwindling.
Whose?
Who?
In Dallas.
Is that right?
Log off. I heard his church is dwindling down to nothing. I don't know. I'm not rooting against him.
No.
But what I'm saying is there's a lot going on that if you really are here for God, how can you participate in this if you follow the writings in the Bible? That's all I'm saying.
That's wild. He got 23,000 members, so
hey.
He good up until 3,000. Once you get down to like 3,000, boy, that church goes.
3,000 still good,
That's
right?
strong. Yeah, you can fight. You can go to war with El Salvador with 3,000. But
yeah, but lately
23?
churches are popping up just like the podcast.
Somebody say first missionary baddie boy.
Just like podcasts, people are popping up with churches.
Who?
A lot of people are popping up with churches. It's very profitable, Kraig.
Very.
We should start a.
I have. This is a church.
This is it. This is it.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.
Churches are very profitable, man. If you can get a following, hey, all you dudes out there who talk about me, why don't you go get a church and help yourself? You should call it the crack church. The people who trying to recover from crack, this is the church you need to come to. And y'all could talk about y'all crack stories in the name of Jesus.
Well, that's what's interesting is that they don't even necessarily have to speak the actual word.
Right.
Some of them make up their own thing. I guess that would be a cult, but still, they end up making up their own, beliefs.
Right.
Backdorian Tabernacle. I love it.
There's people out there that believe that.
They say that shit called a Gertz.
Yeah, Gertz, that's what we said. I'm going to Gertz today.
Rob Tito said, I'm
Some
a pastor.
motherfucker just on the shit said Corey was an extra in the air up there. I don't fucking get that shit. Y'all some dirty motherfuckers, man.
Man, I ain't seen that movie since it came out. Yeah, that's interesting though, man. People just lying and making stuff up. What's the end game with that,
I mean, like, yo, it's gonna go as far as it's. Dog, if you don't regulate this behavior that is being propaganded out for us, if you don't regulate it, it's going to get worse.
Of course, yeah.
There's some people you don't know what their true agenda is until they have a chance to get you. Because a motherfucker will create a whole false personality just to cater to you.
That's why it's best to
until you
ignore.
give them an opportunity to fuck you over. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, my brother Kraig, because I love your knowledge on some of this stuff. Somebody went to the Janet Jackson concert this past weekend, and they sent me pictures of men on stage in skirts dancing.
Right.
Just because I saw that, I would never go to a Janet Jackson concert now.
Right.
And I'm saying, like, what do y'all think of that? Do you think I'm wrong, Darlene? I love for you to answer that first.
That's your personal preference. You do not like. You don't want to see that, and you know that that's what she has in her show. I'm not mad at it. That's I'm there to see Janet. I mean, whatever she adds to her shows, I don't know. I went to the one she had when she came back. Was a long break she was on, and she performed at the Hollywood Bowl. That was excellent. But I don't recall seeing any of that. So.
What I want to say about what you just said, Darlene, if I go to the Janet Jackson concert and men are on stage dancing in skirts,
I'm out.
I'm up with the bullshit.
I hear you, because
even if I went to Kraig concert and Kraig had Boo Capone and a tutu, I can't fuck with y'all at y'all concert no more.
Right?
I'm joking with Boo. He ain't gonna never wear no tutu.
No,
but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? This
yeah.
is you doing satanic shit. If there is a such thing as this, you're doing things that I feel like is hurting humanity.
You know what's crazy about that? I was doing some research this week and learned some shit I never heard of, man. You ever heard of the Lavender Scare of the 1950s?
The Lavender Scare?
The Lavender
Oh,
Scare.
my God, what is this, man?
So the government feels the same way you feel about this, right? So in the 1950s, there was a situation where the federal government...
That's back when they put people in asylums.
Oh, yeah. The federal government fired anybody that they suspected of being homosexual from government jobs because they felt like if somebody was homosexual, they could be blackmailed to give up government secrets because at that time, homosexuality wasn't widely
that makes
accepted.
sense. Sure.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So anybody that has power is going to pay attention to anyone that's doing anything that's an alternative lifestyle because it's a threat to the norm. It's a threat to the system. So you got to be really conscientious of what you do if you're somebody like Janet Jackson because, hey, even though we may not have problems with gay people or gay men, why you got to alienate me? Why can't I have fun? You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yeah.
Just keep it neutral. Keep it Janet and the background dancers. Why it's got to be niggas on stage in skirts? You taking a stance at that point. And that's not fair to people who just want to come and enjoy music. Like, I'm not there to see a nigga my size in a skirt. Like, I'll leave. You know,
all the guys were slim in the skirts, by the way.
Oh, okay, well, I'm
fucking
still
with you.
leaving.
I think, too, that they're trying to cater to the majority of their audience. And lately, a lot of those bigger artists like a Janet, like a Beyonce, stuff like that, are catering to the majority of the audience, which is a lot of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
So,
But the government took a stance, so as a
saying
man, I
like-
should be able to take a stance as well, was my point. If the government could take a stance and say this could compromise the integrity of what we're doing as a country.
now they can't do stuff like that. It's illegal, right?
But I still have the right as a man to say, hey, nah, this is something that goes against my outlook.
The
on
government,
life.
didn't they do a 360 on what they think? Like now they push this agenda. And they push this agenda because America has been sold. You are living in a country that has been sold. I'm telling you, this is my, as Bobby said, factual opinion. This is nothing. Homie, I run the streets. Homie, ain't nothing open at night no more in whatever city you go to. I remember when you lived in New York, L.A., it was something to do all night long. Atlanta used to have a club that started cracking at about 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
That's when it started cracking. It closed at 11 a.m.
Oh, that's some wild shit. I'll be in there knocked out.
Everybody from Atlanta know what I'm talking about, man. The country closes at a certain time now because they're trying to train you a certain way. So all of this stuff that we think, this is whoop-de-woo, if I'm going to say it, America the Great and all that shit. Homie, the people who used to push that, they gone. They gone. They sold it. Now you're eating
Plastic.
Thank you. You're eating plastic. The police don't even come unless you in a certain neighborhood. Call the cops and see what they come for. They come for certain calls where they feel like, oh, this might mess up the whole. Yeah. Let's get over here and see this. You go to the emergency room at night, you ain't finna be seen. There used to be a time where if you come in the emergency room like, I can't breathe. They'll be like, oh, come on back here. No. Now you going to, I can't breathe. They be like, try that, motherfucker. It's over. Ain't nothing here. I said this years ago. Ain't nothing here, man. You better be lucky if you could get a bag and a place in another part of the world. So when they gonna cut the lights off in this motherfucker.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And you gonna find out what it's like to have to make it. You better have a place to get to. You better have a place to get to, boy.
Me and my aunt had to remind my uncle because he's from Puerto Rico, but he never heard of Soylent Green. Do you remember the movie Soylent Green?
No.
Oh, you gotta look it up. Old school movie, gotta look it up. Pretty heavy. A lot of things have already been shown way back when, you know what I'm saying? And people, they're just ahead of their times.
Yeah.
But it'll remind you of like the C word that just hit us those 2 years. Remember, it took people out, killing off a lot of people. But in that movie too, they were also people were wondering what the new food was, and it was humans. Soylent Green.
So human beings was the new food.
Yeah.
In this movie.
I turned the sound down. I just showing Corey a video of what artists depicted today being like in the 1920s.
Yeah. Cars that's driven. Chicken spawn machines, war cars.
Look how accurate they were on
war planes, food delivery services. That's scary. Haircut automation. Man, but like, I'm saying, like, if you will have a teenager who is broke deliver you some food, you will eat anything.
The bag's soggy, nigga. What the fuck? Why is it Staples in this bitch?
It's a half a box of fries in here.
Back in the day, if somebody in 1992, if a nigga would have showed up at your door, knock, knock, knock. Hey man, I got some fries and a Coke and a burger for you. You'd be like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck. Yeah, now we cool with it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, it's like trick or treat for grown-ups.
Yeah,
I ain't never ordered nothing to be brought to me. Hell no. I want to go get my death if I'm going to go get it.
You don't have an alias?
No. I ain't pulled that yet. And if I did, I wouldn't say it. I just put it like that.
Yeah, I ain't going to have you put it out there. I got an alias.
But you're right, though.
When I got to 10 followers on Instagram, I got an alias. I'm like, one day.
Hey, man, this is off the subject a little bit. That dude who gave the $50, what is that he promoting?
What do you mean, his oh.
Save time and money on your next truck or storage rental nationwide with Diddy Truck. Diddy Truck is the only platform that allows for the truck rental price comparison between the other motherfuckers. Like, I don't know what he mean. What is that?
DITY truck, huh? Maybe we should look it up.
I need storage place for my school bus. I ain't ready to get rid of it yet.
I got an 87 Supra. I don't want to sell it. I'm going to have to because I ain't got nowhere to put it right now.
See,
man.
That's the thing.
Damn.
Anybody want to buy 87 Supras, one owner?
You never know. What's his name?
What you selling it for, Kraig?
I mean, in the condition it's in, it's worth 14,000, but I'll take the best offer.
Okay.
The turbo of that is worth 50 in the condition mine is
Right,
in,
I was
but
gonna
mine
say,
ain't
it's
the turbo. It's just
classic.
yeah, that was the last year's Supra. They didn't make another one until like 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, Toyota Supra.
Toyota Supra. Anybody that's into fast cars, they know about the Supra, man.
It's not the turbo.
Nah, it's not the turbo. It's the regular joint.
Okay. Well, I want to put this out there. Here's another thing that I want to say because this needs to be said. My panel, I really need y'all to speak from the heart when you hear this. Can a man love more than one woman? And if you think he can, don't you think women need to stop destroying the relationship between fathers and children because they not with the dad?
Of course, that should be a charge. Sabotaging a kid's relationship with a parent should be an abuse charge.
I agree.
Especially if you have if you falsely accuse a parent of doing something that they didn't do, molesting, beating, mentally abusing
If
a
you
child.
can't prove any of that, right?
Yeah, I mean that should be a charge, man. That we're destroying kids. There are certain people who don't have the ability to love because their parents destroyed that potential.
But can a man love more than one woman?
I think a
Happens all the
man,
time, sure.
I think we can love more than one woman. I don't know if it'd be equal.
Hey, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because love is an action, right? So faith without works is dead. So we're naturally gonna have an affinity for the person that puts the most work in for the cause. That's gonna be the person that we really and truly love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we may have the one we think look better and maybe we think the sex is better, but at the end of the day, a real man is always gonna choose the helpmate over the bitch that's not doing as much.
And how much
So,
are
yeah.
He gonna choose. Wait a minute. Let's make sure you get that out. He gonna choose what?
The helpmate, the woman that is producing the most results as far as contributing to the relationship and making things greater, and also in line with what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm giving you what needs to be done, or you know what the plan is and where we're going, if you're helping that, I'm gonna love you for sure.
key words? You just said what I'm giving you. So,
Right.
so a person can only do so much with what that person is allowing into their life.
Right.
So if there's a girl that you're not really trying to let in like that, how is she supposed to even show you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That it can be done. That's the kind of chick she is. So if you are preventing that, you're allowing other people to take that position. There's no way that person can show you that she's down like that.
I agree, but still, faith
What
without
is
works
Proverbs
is dead.
14:1? Somebody
So-
put that up there. Go ahead.
Oh.
Faith without works is dead. These women out here ain't never fucked God. They ain't never met the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But they believe. So I need to know that you got that same level of belief in what we trying to get and where we trying to go in life. And I know people think it's blasphemous to compare yourself to God, but there's an African parable that says that we are all gods having a human experience. And in the Bible, it says we were created in his image. So at the end of the day, if you're not treating that man like God, I could love you, but not as much as the bitch that's treating me like God. The one that is treating me like, like I'm supposed to be treated.
But if somebody can't get close enough, it just can't even happen. How is it going to even unfold?
Well, I mean, you got work to do though. Because real nigga gonna starve his dick from time to time anyway.
But it's not just about that. That's what I'm saying. So it's about the depth between like relationships between your family when you get sick. But if you don't allow the other person to like take care of you in a certain way, experience certain things with you, spend time with you during particular things, then how are you even gonna find out? You'll never know.
Well,
That's why they say give people a certain amount of time around you, doing a lot of different things, not just one particular lane for that person.
Can I be
'Cause that just doesn't make-
myself around you though? That's the
But how
problem.
you got to find out. That's what I'm saying.
It's like if I could, that's what I left out too. Like, a man is never gonna hide who he is from a woman, but if he wasn't schooled, he's definitely not going to be who he is all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you never really know how strong your relationship are if you're not really being who you truly are, you know? So
I think that
Right.
society is moving backwards because men cannot introduce the women that are solid in their lives to each other. Society is moving backwards because you can't, or you can, but it's very difficult to introduce your quality woman to the other one. Here in America, it's taboo. The women actually think you are dissing them when you have a meeting where the 2, 3, or 4 of y'all get together. It actually sounds funny, but it's not funny. The reason the kid's daddy ain't there is because somebody told the women in America, he ain't good for you if he got another woman and some kids over here. I think it's insane. It's insane because I don't know many men who are only with one woman. Now, let me say this part. If you are a man who do not have means, you don't need a woman to be claiming really, because you can't do what you need to do with her if she's the breadwinner. You become the boy. But if you are a man who is self-sufficient and you got more than one woman, you need to be able to tell these women about each other, and we all need to meet up, and everybody needs to understand what it really is instead of us all living separate lives, burning gas to go see each other. It's insane the way we living out here in America. You can let Kraig hit that, man, because I don't know if we can eat that on camera.
What? It ain't a banana.
Can we eat that on camera?
What?
I think it's-
Of course. Oh, brother. What are you
we
succumb? You don't. What you
watermelon
want?
ice too.
Bring it over here,
ain't
right?
gotta-
Yeah, watermelon ice too.
It's summer. It's sweet right now. Hell yeah.
Put it on Kraig's side. But no, what I'm saying is like, look, come on, man. Come on, man. You got a whole family in most situations that you hiding
Right.
from each other. Like when your woman leave you, that's when she really find out what you got going on or whatever. Because here in America, we are taught that if you are messing with multiple women, you are out of bounds. You foul. And that's just insane.
Right.
It's insane. That means most of the men in the world are foul. And that's just not true. That's just not true. Most of the men in the world prove themselves not to be foul by things they do for unworthy females. You have taken on a family that ain't even yours.
Thank you,
You
Keisha.
wind up raising some other dude kids because you can't bring your women together.
Good one, Jamie.
Now that's pretty
Thank you,
sad.
Kraig. Wow.
You wind up raising some other dude kids because you can't bring your women together. That's sad.
Yeah, that's some wild shit.
If you think about it, who you live with? You live with the woman that's settled for you as you are now in most situations, and you're raising her kids that she made by somebody else.
Why do lesser animals, or what's considered a lesser species of an animal, understand this concept better than we do? Every gorilla got 3-4 bitches. Every lion got 7-8 bitches. You know what I'm saying? Every monkey got a couple bit. Like, why is it so tough for human beings to force a woman to face their insecurity? And
I don't think it's insecurities, because if you all live together, you're going to know who is who and what is what.
right.
But it's like that's almost unheard of to even speak it.
Right. But
If you speaking to the average woman, she gonna be like, oh.
Yeah.
no, or they'll just be like, man, it's not for me. It's not my get down.
What'd you say, Phil? It's cultural to raise somebody else's kids with the woman you had to settle for. Instead of your woman that you got babies by, instead of her realizing it's my job to stick with my man and make sure I see my family through, it's easier for everybody to be with everybody they ain't supposed to be with.
You know what it is? Because women ain't got to face predators. It ain't
No,
nothing.
but the children do.
Right.
And that's why I didn't.
But children's
I
listen,
don't believe
but-
in all that. I don't believe in
No,
a
that's
blended
deep what
family.
you saying. Women ain't what?
They don't have to face predators, so they feel like they got it. It's this false sense of security. Like a gorilla bitch, no, if I get too far away from this silverback, there's a jaguar out here that's going to eat me. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So
The jungle is real.
but it's even realer for us. But people are so stupid they don't understand the danger. They don't think it's danger because they haven't seen danger. They don't know that the reason that you haven't been presented danger is because there's something, probably a male presence around, that is deterring a predator from attacking. But they lurking like a motherfucker. So maybe every once in a while you should just let a bitch get ate. Just walk out your front door and see it.
But it happens. That's
Craig,
what
you
you're
knocked
talking
them
about.
upside the head,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
They don't have to fear predators over here, even though the predators get them all day long.
All day long.
It's just they still alive.
Right. You know, fantasy is the ibuprofen for predators. If a nigga could have a broad living in the fantasy world about their interactions, she is gonna forget the nigga's a predator. Think about it. It's women that's in full-out relationships with niggas that's on death row, that's in prison for 20 years,
a lot of
that
stuff
have
that don't
murdered
make sense.
motherfuckers.
I know a bitch dating a home invasion nigga. That's her man, and she know what he do.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, bitch, I can't fuck with y'all.
No, hell no. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, man, it's crazy the way we live in this country where your family can't grow into what it should be because somebody told the women, no, knock that out, dog. Somebody told the women he is doing you wrong by bringing his other woman around.
Right.
You know when your women all meet up, when everybody just meet up
at the
and
funeral.
right, at the funeral. At the funeral.
And no one's happy. Yeah.
That's when all the women finally see each other. And some of them start mess at the funeral.
You know what you got to do? You got to keep a friend that beat his girl up, right? You don't agree with it, but that's just what he do. Him and his girl get into it. She like it. They fight. He whoops her ass. And you got to go on double dates with your bitch and them. And you got to pay that nigga to dive on that bitch while y'all hang out so she can see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? That's all. We just got to be creative. Conflict resolution strategies, man. We just got to.
No, listen. If any of that stuff.
Motherfucker stupid, man.
All we got to do
This
like
motherfucker Craig stupid because I have worded that in other ways.
Oh, really?
Like I have a nigga try to rob me at the gas station when I'm
Yeah.
out with a bitch,
Right,
and I whoop the
set
nigga ass and take the gun from him,
Yeah.
and just watch how the bitch be like, "Ooh, let's go fuck."
Or do them like dogs. Take the piss of the predator and rub it in their nose so she don't have to.
Y'all talk all this stuff all the time, but are you really living it? Are you?
No, I wouldn't. What I'm saying is, but that's
Are
how
you really
y'all
living
learn.
what?
Y'all learn through pain because of the way y'all
What you're
conceive
talking
children.
about having the women meet and oh my God, and
I mean, shit. That's
what
cool.
he just
I mean,
said.
I've done that.
And you
before,
with that test. Well, we know you've done that test. You've said it
but-
before.
Yeah, I've done
so.
it before. but
What
I'm-
test?
The one about that acting like you gonna get robbed, and I was like, don't play like.
Girl
And then
might
that'll
have a
turn her
pistol
on.
and kill your homie.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Women only learn through pain.
Hey man,
That's how they learn. It's through pain.
I have introduced two women I care about to each other. And do you know what they was mad about? Or it went bad when one of them said who she was to the other women. The other woman.
Uh-oh.
They knew each other.
No, they didn't know each other, but on the phone when they was talking, one of the women said, well, I'm his real girl.
Oh, that's a dick.
And you know what I'm saying? She didn't tell the other girl who she was, but she said, I'm his woman. And when I think about all that, I'm like, it's my job to tell her who is who. Because there might be a pecking order of who is who.
Yeah.
In fact, in all likelihood, there's a pecking order of who is who. But I tell you what, the person who's at the top is not the person who you like to fuck the most.
No, hell no.
Necessarily. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish I would judge my companion off pussy at my age.
Something that all bitches got.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of that, man, I'm an older dude, man. I can't be with you because you got some good pussy. I'll be with you because I feel like you got my back and I got yours. Right. And for you to get to the point where I say, you got my back, you done put some motherfucking work in. You have proven that. You ain't declared that. Yeah. You have proven that. So what I'm saying to all of the sisters who might be listening to the show tonight, you got to stop thinking that because this motherfucker hiding them bitches, you winning. You destroying your family. Yeah. Maybe somebody who you believe in tell you that and you might go, random thought, Bakori himself and outlasted all of them other foxhole niggas. He talking about such somebody said some other shit. But I'm saying like, why is your family not in order like it would be? It's because the man fears retribution from a woman. And if you in a situation like that, your family is retarded.
Yeah.
If you walk around here scared to tell your girl the truth because you think she gonna leave, you are in a compromised situation. You are in a compromised situation. I ain't gonna lie. I used to lie when I was in a serious relationship, when I was younger, and by the time I was ready to tell the truth became insulting. So I ain't even mad. But motherfucker got mad at me for telling the truth. Because the truth was so devastating to know who the fuck I really was later in life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't even mad at him. But get the fuck on. That's how I feel. I have never been with one girl my whole life. Even when I was in high school. And my little high school sweetheart with her bum ass. I was fucking other bitches. So when I found out she was fucking with somebody else,
She was homeless in high school?
No, she wasn't homeless, but she lived with her mama. That's the only reason she wasn't homeless.
Well, I was at one point, but that's because I chose to run away. So.
Yeah. But
Darlene ran away and started going to the Roxy. And
I think it's
the Roxy on the East Coast.
No, they had a Roxy. They had a Roxy here on Sunset.
Darlene used to hang out where Breaking was filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a youth club then, so they provided.
What was it called?
Radiotron. What do you mean?
The Radiotron. Right. Darlene is one of them Radiotron
Carmelo,
girls.
that was the guy that ran it. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have that, man, Lord knows what would have happened. Oh, Lord.
How you feel about letting your son hit your side, bitch?
You stupid, dog.
I'm just saying.
You stupid, dog.
Don't you think she would be the best person to teach your son you?
That's a good one.
If your son needs you to get hoes, that means y'all from a weak lineage of men.
Well, you know who that reminds me of. I know you talking about, Kraig? Oh, homie that's all in the news now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know.
Oh, you talking about, what's the name, son?
I learned about meeting women. It came naturally as an instinct. Right. Just like first time I jagged off. Ain't nobody teach me that. Just one day.
That was good.
I was so erect in my bed as a high school young man, I had to rub it. But I didn't know it was going to pop.
Me either.
That thing said, I was like, hey.
I was standing up doing it and damn it broke my neck. My legs got weak. I fell on the ground like, oh shit, what's going on?
Oh Lord!
All this stuff.
I had the magazines in the bathroom.
Oh, you was doing? Yeah, I had magazines. Yeah.
Me and my brother, I was like, oh, he got a new book.
You guys would share them, and they'd be all stupid.
I'll be looking in there. They weren't sticky. We kept them up.
He keep a magazine for 9-10 years back in the day.
Yeah, the old 1920 ones that somebody left behind in some some attic that you found. I was like, oh.
All you ladies who don't want the natural order of things to go through, I want you to know that's why so many children grow up without their father. And if you sever the ties between a child and father on purpose, what could be more wicked?
Mm-hmm. I
don't know if you ever thought about that. What could be more wicked than severing ties between a child and his father?
If she eat the children, like cannibal.
Oh, my Lord.
Bitch ate my kids, man. She'd just keep them from me.
Well, that means that bitch a fish. Fish eat their kids. She need to be gutted and served with lemon sauce.
Yeah, you're right. I should have said, where's the tahini? I usually have the little mini ones in my purse, but...
My man Corey dressed like he ready for the Janet Jackson
Oh,
Rhythm
that's
Nation
right.
video.
It's Rhythm Nation with the black hat and the... Yeah.
Read my hat and take heed. My hat say, you a lick, lame. When I had this on at the airport, this older white lady walked up to me and touched me. She said, what does that say?
Oh.
She touched me with no fear at all.
See, that's that.
I asked her, I said, do you work at a prison? She said, I used to. I was like, I knew it.
See,
she had no fear of me at all.
Because you could have just grabbed her and just broke her arm or did anything.
Yo, man.
Hell? People don't know space boundaries right now. I'm telling you.
Shut up, Blick.
He's stupid.
Shirt on the way.
Ooh. I don't know. That watermelon was so super sweet. It was good.
Somebody say GMO watermelon. Where you buy that? You went to Ralph's or did you go to the one right down the street?
That is Ralph's. You know that, right? That's a Ralph's. That is Kroger. That's Ralph's.
I thought that was food for less.
That's Ralph's. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on. Ralph's is food for less?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shut up, Blick. God damn. Big shout out to Orlando. Y'all came out this week and supported me. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's good.
Orlando Improv, they be having to cancel a lot of shows at these comedy clubs, man.
Really?
Because they can't afford to have the staff come there and they only sold 10, 15 tickets.
Ooh, well, I'll tell you right now, me and Erica went to go see Ralph, right? At
Who's
Barbosa, Ralph Barbosa, the little young kid at the Comedy Store.
Oh,
He had
how
all
was
the
that?
soda- he was great, but I hadn't been to the Comedy Store in ages. And let me just tell you, out of everything, like the food and stuff, I was like, oh, this is terrible. Food, horrible. They only have like... They're the worst, the Comedy Store. Sorry, they need to pick it up because I'm telling you right now that was the only drawback was that we were like, what in it? We were not happy about that. It was terrible, the service. They only had like in that whole huge, the big room, only had like 2 people, and everybody was going, what in the, yeah.
That's what I want to talk about. Do you know how hard it is to get staff at these clubs? Because like sometimes they have to cancel shows because they like, we can't afford to pay you because nobody's in here. Like when I was at the Orlando Improv, I was talking to one of the guys who always show me love on the staff. And he was just telling me like, some of the shows have to get canceled because there's no tickets being sold. You know what I'm saying? For some acts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I hope this comedy club business don't falter.
Hey, can I ask you one other thing?
It's just going to make you richer, though.
Well, maybe. I mean, I'm saying, but what you want to ask me?
No, it's just
I think some girls getting fucked upstairs. I don't know. I can't tell.
It's going to make you richer.
No, they just talking. That ain't fuck sound.
They just raise the price of the tickets.
No, what I was going to ask you was, and I would do it if I felt like it was necessary, but I've seen, and at that night, there was a big bowl there, whatever, for tipping. So the guy that was like, okay, come on in the line, whatever. So you've got the guy at the front door, you got the 2 security guys, another guy that's kind of like brings you in. He
Tipping
talks
where?
It's got a big old jar there, and it says, and then he even said, before you go inside, everybody, if you could please tip us. Wait, what? Like
They do that at takeout restaurants now.
this is what I'm saying.
that's
So
wild.
what is going on?
nigga?
Like I don't understand. Like what did you do? You got
I'm saying like the world, this is what happens when you have a world where everything goes unchecked. This goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the show.
He wasn't the server. So
People, if it goes unchecked, it only gets worse. They feel like they deserve a tip and they're working security.
No, this guy was not even a security. He was just like, how you say, a random,
host
like,
sitting you down?
Well, no, not even the host. He was like, come on in. So you pass by the security guy, you pass by another guy at the door that checks your then he's just like, come on in. And he's breaking down like the rules, no phones. Although they were more lenient than the Laugh Factory, because you could take your phone in there. They just said you could even take a picture with the comedian if the comedian happens to be out like near the stage of the audience, but put it away once the show starts. If we see it, then we're going to take it. But they were more lenient about allowing phones. But he was just telling you the so-called rules and whatever, the ordering time, blah blah blah, and that's it. Like, come this way, and that's it. And he would have the guy, the person who would come and sit you down, then come. So he was just the guy that just worked at the front, not even the cash
begging
register.
for tips.
And he said it's like a big thing decorated. And he was like, and if everybody can please tip before you go. Wait, what?
Customer service is not even
Eric
something
was
that's
like,
enforced
like, no.
by people. They're just so desperate to get people to work, D.
And it's crazy because you think you pay the money, because that was what, $100.
My
That's
business,
$50 a piece.
This
The food-
comedy business,
Yeah.
I've been hanging out in the comedy business for a while, and I'm watching the comedy business suffer from what has happened, in my opinion, post-COVID.
True, yeah.
They are selling these clubs now.
Heck yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's scary, dude. Listen, I would be mad if I went to a comedy club, paid for parking, because that's the first thing you do.
Oh.
As soon as you get there, you got to pay for parking somewhere.
Okay.
When you walk in the door, the host want a tip.
Right.
What if the comic ain't shit?
Yep. Well,
And you done paid for the food.
you have
What
to.
if the comic ain't shit?
It's a minimum. That's what
Less
they have.
hilarious? They be bragging on how they getting over. Well, I ain't gonna even do that. Man, I hate this business has become to the point where the clubs try to book popular people instead of talented people. At one time, the club used to book talented people, but now the internet has taken over. So talented people are not as important as popular people. But the popular people don't even have an act because they're not seasoned comedians. Those are the people that make people feel good about going to see them, even though they don't have a name. But now, the way the world and climate has changed, popular people are booked. Popular people. Because the internet is funny than a motherfucker. You got motherfuckers, they do one-nighters at these clubs. What's that heifer name? Tasha K, I was at war with. This bitch does one-nighters at the clubs. What is she gonna say? Let's call Corey baby mama while I'm up here. What the fuck is she gonna do? She ain't got no jokes. But they at comedy clubs, and this is what's so, the public doesn't take responsibility. That's what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You went to see her. And don't be mad at the club because she didn't have no jokes. She went up there to bullshit you and try to last 45 minutes before they start booing. I'm just saying. I ain't talking about only Tasha K or Less Hilarious. It's a lot of male comics that flat out are not ready to be presented to you in a way where you're paying $20+ for a ticket. The game has suffered from not being regulated like it used to. It's never been regulated fair, though. I want to say that.
How was it regulated back in the day?
It was regulated back in the day. A lot of the comics that were booked as headliners were able to headline the club.
Yeah.
And you had to make your rounds, right? Like you put in your dues, like making your rounds, performing at all these clubs for a certain amount of time before people kept.
In 2010, at a comedy club, you can just go to a comedy club and not know the act. The comedy club is going to be responsible enough to book an act that can be funny. Even if he wasn't, or she wasn't your cup of tea, you would be like, it was funny, but it wasn't really my shit. Now, sometimes you go in there and you like, what the fuck just happened to me?
But honestly, oh, go ahead. What happened, Phil?
Phil just said the clubs used to promote the clubs. Let me tell you something, man. Some of these clubs also have a location where it is a middle class. See, when you go through Texas has a middle class, homie. Texas ain't just broke rich. Texas has some people with jobs where they do all right. They can afford a ticket. That's why, though, this is my opinion, a lot of those places do well. But like when you go to some cities, it ain't nothing but people who got it and people who don't. And the people who don't, when they find a ways to spend their dollar, they're really hurt if you have somebody representing the comedy club who doesn't have any talent. But that person might be a person with a lot of followers on the internet. So that's what you got to look out for. I'm talking to the consumers. The ones that aren't funny, you'll find out they're not funny if you do a little research. The unfunny one's going to be mad at me, but I don't care.
But some of them, you don't even need to do research. You see 1, 2 things on them or
like
about
what,
them.
D?
Like that one guy, what's his name? I think people, I don't want to say his whole name because I don't want to give him any more exposure, but he's the one who talks crazy about people. He's always dissing them. He's getting in fights with everything.
Who?
I don't want to give him more attention.
Okay, I get
but
it.
you know what I'm talking about. Like people like that, I think people will pay regardless just to go see the train wreck, just to go see the mess. Like, oh,
But there's some people who don't want to pay to see the train wreck.
Right, but at least
But one
they'll
thing
know.
you can definitely, if somebody always got an excuse about what happened.
Oh man, they ran out of Doritos, man.
Oh yeah, they didn't have the
What happened was we'll be
That
back.
motherfucker ain't shit.
The weather was bad.
That's throughout life, though. If somebody always got a reason that wasn't them, that motherfucker ain't shit. I'm telling you that. I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about life. If a motherfucker always got an excuse about what something happened to them, you be like, oh, motherfucker, you ain't shit. Because, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you do? If you ever tell somebody that, too, they'll be mad at you. Be ready to cuss you out. But what you do? Who you talk to? They just sit at they little... They little...
They said Kraig ate 2 watermelons. He's going to have to go to the bathroom soon, I know, right?
I've been eating watermelon all day.
Have you? You getting back on your shit?
That's why I say watermelon. I didn't eat a meal till 6 o'clock.
Kraig trying to get swole again, but what he don't realize is this. He at that age where he has to get swole again. If you want to get swole again. Because listen to your big brother here, boy. The older you get, the harder it is to motherfucking get out there and get it. I think the only thing I could do is move out of the United States and be stuck in the jungle somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I really think I have to do. Because I'll do good for a couple of weeks, and I'll be able to fit in something that look cute, and then I motherfucking I go into the
And
depression.
Corey, you got to give yourself
Every
some
time
slack,
them
too.
lawyers call me, I'll be like,
Well, that definitely doesn't help, but at the same time,
Hey, Phil, you know about paying them lawyers?
shit. Oh,
What them lawyers? You be like, what? Get the fuck that, I ain't paying it.
you definitely got to cut yourself
3
some
days
slack
later, you be
because
like,
of
let's
the age.
negotiate.
We are all at a particular age where there's just no avoiding that. It's
But
just
you know
What do you mean? There's no avoiding what?
there's no avoiding the changes that
Yeah,
your body
my
will
body
go
going
through.
through it, boy.
No,
And
Kraig,
people are all
listen to me.
different 'cause
I
they could
went to
have-
the gym with Kraig. Kraig, strong than a motherfucker. I'm telling all y'all motherfuckers out there, Kraig will beat your ass.
When he used
Listen
say
to me.
that,
I wouldn't say that just because he on the show with me. Kraig will beat your motherfucking ass. I'm talking about all you average motherfuckers out there. Kraig will beat your ass.
please.
But,
Dog walkie, as he used to say.
right.
Yeah.
How old are you again, Kraig?
41.
He's
See?
40. Boy, let me tell you something. These next 10 years, you better stay on top of it, boy.
Hell yeah.
I be walking up the stairs like, God damn. I hold a rail now.
No.
Shit.
That's a funny
Motherfucker.
That's a special. I hold the rail now.
That's real talk. I be walking down the stairs on purpose now without touching the rail. I be like, I got to get the fuck away from here and get some stem cells put in my ass or something.
Yeah, but most
I'm
guys,
falling apart, dog. I feel
guys
it.
don't work
Really?
their
That's why I'm
legs
saying I'm glad
anyway.
you get back on your shit.
We going to Honduras or what?
Man, I'm telling you, man, I got to just carve out. See, what it is, it's been slow, and I'm fighting the divorce and all that shit, and I got to be here when the bitch lie on me.
Yeah.
Because I've been lied on, y'all. I am depressed. I have had somebody pointing at me, lying on me, and I ain't think nothing could hurt me because I ain't felt no shit that hurt. Like, I handle whatever the fuck. Only thing hurt me, death of a loved one.
Yeah.
But when you in that court and that motherfucker lie, you be like, you bet.
Yeah, that shit evil.
Oh, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck it, I'm going to say it. I don't got to lie about shit. I face whatever demons I got. If somebody's saying something about Corey Holcomb, man, I'm telling you, man, I probably said it already on the show. This show is therapy for me. I talk about shit I really go through out here, and it helps me face it. I ain't got to lie about who I am or whatever. I said on this show, which can be held against me in other states, but not California, I ain't never been with one woman.
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know many men who have. And I'm talking about, these are supposed to be reputable men. Martin Luther King had hoes. That's all I got to tell you.
Oh, wow. How he got brought into it. Poor Martin.
I'm just saying, Martin Luther King had
know.
them hoes out there.
I know.
Coretta, I don't need you to go with me to Cleveland this week. My bottom bitch out there, and we don't need the bullshit.
So don't send that telegram.
Right, all that shit they used to do back in the day. Before you could text a bitch.
That's funny.
You had to call a bitch for real. On the phone to do this.
Man.
Remember before that?
You imagine if a bitch hang up on you, what?
That's good because by the time you get through, you calm down. Or you might be more worked up.
I'm old enough to remember them days.
Yep.
Yeah.
I done the
Remember when
bitch
it
20
changed-
times in a
remember when
row.
it changed to the button?
Oh, yeah.
When it changed to the buttons. What?
I remember I used to have numbers memorized. I'd have 10, 12 numbers.
You
in my
had
head.
to know numbers back in the day. Now
Yeah.
you just got to put your finger on something where the government got your fingerprint calling that
Or
motherfucker.
say their name. Call
Yeah, you can say their
whoop-de-whoop.
name now.
Call whoop-de-whoop. Call Big Head.
Right. Call the bitch with the hernia. Calling bitch with hernia.
Call that bow-legged fool.
Oh, deep, putting up business out there.
Call the little short one. No, call the tall one. Anyway.
Yeah, I think you might have outgrown comedy clubs, Corey.
You know,
That's what it is. man.
maybe, but I'm just saying, it's like, ain't nothing like having to go in and put in some work. Because I got July 18th, the motherfucking Irvine Improv. I know I'm going to sell it
My
out.
people
This is
already
my
bought their tickets. Go on, Erica.
church-type testimony.
I'll be there to watch,
I'm
man.
going to talk about a lot of the stuff I'm going through, man. People don't know, man. Motherfuckers like, oh, Corey, he didn't do nothing about this. Or Corey, homie, motherfuckers is coming at me with knives in the air trying to get me, dog. But I'm laughing at them. I'm like, man, don't you know I see you up there?
Man.
You can't sneak me. It's hard to sneak me. But I'm just saying, man, church-type testimony. You know, I got a show coming up. It's a big-time show. I think it's going to go through with me and Dion.
That'll be dope. Where
Yay.
YouTube
say.
Theater.
I'm there, front and center.
But I'm saying, like, I hope it go through. I hope it go through. But
That would be a Chicago get down, huh?
Well,
hell yeah, me and Dion started together, man. I'd be so happy to see Dion hitting them licks out there on the big time side of the game,
that's
man.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? I done seen a couple of these guys blow up for real, man. Just like I said, I used to run with Kevin. You know what I'm saying? And now I see how Kevin has become the face of black comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done watched it. Yeah. I don't have the hater bone in me, man, because like I said, man, all I need somebody to do is crack the door open at like the basketball game. You ain't gotta find me a seat. Once you get me in there, I'm cool. Good looking out, black. Yeah. I'm gone. Yeah. That's just the way I am. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand, man. Driving up here on a revoked license and finding ways to not be out here under a Vita sleeping at night, it's not easy. Everybody who has somewhere to go after this, beat the game. California, rent is high. If you buy a house, they're going to find a way to get that house back up out you because they're going to put a tax on it that's not worth keeping it. Let me tell you something. To maintain out here in Cali, everybody who not sleeping in a tent, and I'm not saying if you're sleeping in a tent, you failed. But what I'm saying is everybody who not sleeping in a tent out here in this, homie, you beat the game.
That's real shit.
You beat the game. If you have a lease, that means you finding ways to get shit done. If you live with somebody who let you live with them on their lease, you finding ways to get shit done. These motherfuckers out here on the internet talking crazy about people they had to move up out of California. They can't survive out here. They was on their way to the tent. Well, I said a tent. Some people ain't got tents. They build
boxes.
Right. Structure around boxes.
They got a Jordan box house.
I remember it was raining out here, and these people had this stuff over the box. I was like, that is so clever. Y'all actually built shelter.
You got to do what you got to do.
On that bike path at night.
Yeah.
Boy, them people, them homeless people. Hey, man, them homeless people out there are clever. Yeah. The shelters they build.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something to Kevin Hart?
Go ahead.
It's out of love, man.
Oh shit, you finna get me beat up. No, I'm just talking crazy. I'm talking crazy.
Kevin Hart is that he the comedian of this generation as far as like he's the comic that put it all together. It ain't no holes in as far as like his career is concerned. Comedy, acting, movies. I want to see somebody like a Kevin, and I ain't nobody, but do what Eddie Murphy used to do, man, or like some of these older comics. They would do a movie every once in a while that would bring all the dope black comedians together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Life, the first Life, Harlem Nights. You know what I mean? We don't have movies like that anymore. It's like when they become what Kevin is, which is a motherfucking megastar and somebody we should all have respect for. I don't see a lot of black entertainers doing like bringing all the elites together. It's all separate. Like they'll go do a movie with The Rock, which is cool. I love The Rock. Or he'll go do a movie with Cube, which I love Cube. But what about the inner genre flexion? Like I want to see Kev. I want to be in the movie too, but I want to see Corey Holcomb. You know, all these niggas. D-Ray, who comics of my generation, we watched y'all go from Jerry Springer to being legends. But for some reason, and y'all, the way y'all get down, I'm not. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. It ain't no fucking monster comedic movies no more with all the ill niggas from the niggas that's just starting to the ones that's up here. It's like we're separate, man. I feel like we the people should put pressure on these niggas. Kevin Hart, you one of the greatest to ever do. I don't want to see you in a movie with another motherfucker that ain't on your level. Do a movie with all these fire niggas, man, that you came up with. I think Deion Cole would do it. I think all these niggas, y'all niggas need to get together and save the genre because it's getting corny out here. Right. Every time I go to the movies, I get disappointed by comedies, man. There's nothing out there. I remember being a kid and getting excited hearing rap music in movies because there was a time where you didn't hear rap music in movies. Sure. Yeah, I remember watching that scene in Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy, Della Reese, Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying? All these motherfucking legends coming together and making fire ass shit, man. Y'all niggas need to Put y'all differences aside and do some shit for the culture. All you niggas is rich. All you niggas is mainstream. Let's do some memorable shit, man.
It's true. I
Somebody
hear
said
you.
paper soldiers, you know. So I mean,
It's
you know,
true. I hear you.
do some memorable shit, man. Do some shit that nigga we gonna look back. We still talking about Harlem Nights, and that was in 1989.
Closest
Hey,
person.
man. Oh, go ahead. No, go
Closest
ahead.
person I would think doing something like that, but he's not a comedian, would be like Tyler Perry.
Right.
Like bringing just various type of people together, whether they were actor or not. You know.
Well, look,
giving them
this is
parts.
no coincidence. Tyler Perry is what, 6'6", 6'7"?
Something like that.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Do you know, in my opinion, bigger, stronger men have the least amount of insecurities? Like when you really a titan,
Yeah.
things you do show you to be a titan.
Right. That's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm glad you said what you said. I believe, it's my opinion from what I know, my opinion of Kevin Hart, he'll hear this. He'll hear this. And it's like, I don't believe that it's something where some of these guys don't want to do that. But I'm saying this. What the industry is doing now, no matter how much money you get, they get a fucking remote control that they holding, and it's saying, you do what I say.
Right.
And if you deviate from what I say, if you deviate from showing what I want to be shown, you'll be back out there with the jigs. Remember Sergeant, the cop on Harlem Nights said, oh, you'll sign this so you'll go to jail with the rest of the jigs. He was talking to the champ.
Prove Corey wrong. Prove him wrong.
I'm just saying, man, like, I look at these niggas, man, and I'm talking about all my niggas that I got love for. I know you're afraid. I know it. I see it in you. You don't have the swag that a beast would have. I would, man, it ain't no motherfucker who can control me. And listen, if I ever get control, you know this a bomb finna bust. They like, who Corey ain't said that yet. I know it's coming. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. I'm saying, man, I don't give a fuck how rich. Man, do you see what Shannon Sharp has become on ESPN? He's the yes man for Stephen A. Smith now. And it sounds like I'm hating, but I'm not. I watched, that man used to be an advocate for black people on television. And now he is a company man who has found his place. Because see, when you start getting some money, man, you don't want to not have no money no more.
Right.
Especially if you're not confident. If I went to rock bottom, I'd laugh because I know I could build it back up. I got a relationship with the people where the people, all the people don't think I'm full of shit. Some of them do who don't know me, but people who listen to what I do and watch what I do, they get it. I'm a silly motherfucker, but I make some strong points about whatever. We do need a movie where the strong comics are being displayed. There has to be a door open by somebody up above.
Life
you know what I'm saying?
Like
Do
how
life
they-
too with everybody.
Like they were.
Back
Life
in
too.
the
But I also want to say this. There's a lot of you guys out there hiding your sexuality, and you should really stop because everybody know who you are anyway.
Yeah, RuPaul, why you acting like you ain't
RuPaul is out with his.
Yeah, he
acting like you
is.
don't fuck bitches?
I'm talking about a lot of you guys don't like me because you know I know who you are when I'm around you. And that's not fair, man. That ain't fair. You don't like me because I know you moist. Everybody know you moist. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. The general public don't know shit. The general public will think whatever a person they like say is word is bond. And that just is not true, goddammit. But I'm saying, all of these things that's happening, what Kraig said, you damn
the
right.
truth,
They need a collaboration of the real motherfuckers out there.
You haven't done it in a long time.
Just for the culture.
Your Robert Townsends, your Wayans. That's true. They were bringing them all up. That's right. I forgot all about this. You're right. They used to all
Robert
do stuff
Townsend
like
paid
that.
for his first movie off a credit card out of his own pocket. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, niggas just got to really want to do it. Right now, comedians, specifically black comedians, there's more rich black comedians than it's ever been. It's a lot. It's probably 20 black comedian millionaires. When back in y'all era, it might have been 5. You know, so it's like, it ain't like y'all niggas ain't got the money.
But didn't I say after that Tom Brady roast, we need to have our talent roast one of our guys?
Let's do it. Stop running from it, man.
We
Let's
really
do
need
it.
to have our talent because, like, I am here to tell you, the joke writing displayed in that Tom Brady roast was good.
Yeah.
Now we need to put ours together and show what we're capable of roasting one of our stars.
Yeah.
Because we take over shit when we start doing it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I know comedy clubs that can't even book the acts they used to book because they got used to seeing some other shit. The audience comes out and start supporting the other shit they saw. And I'm just being honest, we the other shit. We don't get promoted up front.
Hell no.
We the other shit. We catch it on the back end. And I would feel so good about us putting together something where we're roasting Bill Cosby.
That'd be
Oh, my. Ooh, God. Whoa. That would be.
I know he would get mad, but that's the guy who I think we should roast because I
Bill.
thought about it.
Yeah.
Bill was on top of the game.
Queen Latifah would be good.
Queen Latifah would be good. How did
Will
she
Smith,
become the
people like that.
equalizer?
Will Smith. People that have
She
had,
need to put that equalizer in her coffee and
They had a
stuff.
sex scene with a bitch was sucking her back. I'm like, hold on, man.
people that have actually had some strife in their career and their life. That would be interesting because then they could almost even come back after that. It's almost like you'd be wiping the slate. You know what I'm saying? Clean. I think.
It's
But
for
I
the
don't. But
people anyway. We
But
don't-
most people wouldn't have the guts to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like a Will Smith, people like that, or a Bill. You know, Cosby. I would have thought that would actually help their
Get
career.
the
kinda get
people
back.
excited. Look, man, I remember being
he couldn't take it. Are
excited
you
about
kidding me?
shit as a kid.
Who they say?
Kanye.
No, Kanye would get
go
mad.
up.
He would
He'd
get
be-
mad. He'll get mad.
But if he the man he say he is, and it's about the art, man, he should be all for that, you know?
Yeah.
Man, when you got kids by Kim Kardashian, you do not want to roast with Corey Holcomb having anything to do with it. Them kids, she wasn't even dilated, and them kids fell out like, ah!
God, you know what? Well, look, she barely walked out on that roast on that time, and they gave her heck.
They gave her a pass. I'd have rolled her so hard. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm
look,
saying, the audience.
Gerard Carmichael, I would love to be a part of that role.
Ooh.
Gerard, man, come on, man. We love you, man. Let's do it. I mean, I don't want to do it. I want to roast you.
Wait a second, you caught that before we did. Wow.
You know, that's him. I can't just say, let's do it to a gay nigga.
Oh.
Come on,
Morgan
Gerard,
Freeman.
make it happen with your man foot kissing ass.
Oh,
We love you, man. Let
That
us roast
motherfucker
you.
be ready to shoot me.
But that's how you get endeared to the urban. I know he don't give a fuck about the urban community, but that's how you get endeared, man. Don't stop being sensitive. Let's roast.
He in the RUN community.
What's that?
Are you in me, nigga?
Run me.
are you in me? Oh my God. Uh-oh. Yeah, damn.
They say roast Nick Cannon.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh, I'm not having no more of that. I'm not eating no more.
Great.
He
God.
finna die.
It's
Oh,
the worst.
air.
Oh, no.
You all right, Craig?
It's hilarious.
Put that hat back on. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm letting my shit grow, even though I'm finna get it lined up for the improv this weekend. I'm going to improv Dania Beach. That's gonna be cracking. Miami, get your tickets. Dania Beach. I'll probably do a promo after this just to promote it. I like going out there to that part of Miami.
I've never been to Miami.
It's close to Fort Lauderdale. Like, it ain't right in Miami. It's like, look, you got to ride up the road about 20, 30 minutes. What happened, D?
Somebody said it was a watermelon seed.
It was a watermelon seed.
Make it Craig, taking Craig
Gerard Carmichael tickled his throat in the back. He was like, you take that, Craig.
out. Yeah, take that toenail reaching your throat back there.
That's hilarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, these loose talk about bullshit.
Bullshit.
Oh, Oh, wow. All right. Thank you, fellas. Ooh, it's 10:11 already. Okay, let's just run through it. Okay. So last week, Howard University announced, of course others have spoke about it, but we are only on Tuesdays. Howard University announced that it's revoking Diddy's honorary degree, and also that they will be returning the $1 million donation given by Sean Combs Foundation. Diddy did a pledge, so of course that's, if you think about it, it's $2 million because they gave $1 million and then he upped it, the pledge by another. That was back in 2014. Their statement read, Mr. Combs' behaviors captured in a recently released video is so fundamentally incompatible with Howard University's core values and believes that he is deemed no longer worthy to hold the institution's highest honor. They also said that all honors and privileges associated with the degree, which means any documents that have his name or any plaques in connection with him, will be removed. So.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. First of all, he don't give a fuck about no degree.
And it's
Y'all gave it to him because he donated the money. Now you're taking it to back that degree.
And you know they
worth
need the
money
money
he gave you for.
So you taking the money back that Diddy gave, but you up there at Trump office big and like, bitches! For money. Y'all some suckers. Y'all don't care about the people who fucking, let me tell you something, man. Do you know how easy it is to put effort into people who try to beat up women and find out? It's not hard to find out who beating up women. You don't care about who beating up women. That's why you ain't out there looking for people who beat up women. You just saw a video and that made you do what you do. Man, fuck your university. Your university ain't shit. It's for people who want to kick it. Because if you're trying to get the right connections in life, motherfucker Howard. There ain't no connections up there that's gonna motherfucking do what it's supposed to do. You could go to a little bullshit school in Connecticut somewhere and get some real connections that's gonna make you where you eat for the rest of your life. Howard, they hustling up there, man. This is a publicity stunt.
Yeah, bro.
I'm offended that you tried to make it seem like you doing something right. Kiss my ass, big and ass university. Go up to Trump office and take that selfie with all them motherfuckers.
Ooh,
that's all them historically black colleges begging for money. Now they getting it back because Diddy money. Get your goofy ass out of here, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Puss ass, Howard ass. I graduated from Howard. Okay, motherfucker, you still got to fill out this Chipotle application.
Somebody said Howard never begged Trump. What? I thought
Howard never begged Trump. Are you out your
all of
mind?
them were there.
You see that picture? Those are the representatives of the HBCUs. And who in the middle? The Grand Master. Look, niggers, we need y'all to do this selfie. That ain't even the real selfie. They got a real selfie.
Remember the one that was backed up where you see
right,
what a
bitch, the corrupt bitch that's been found to be corrupt. She taking it. Man, let me tell you something, man.
She's sitting there.
Them motherfuckers right there are politicians, but they hustle their own people. Ask Deion Sanders what it's like to be at one of them motherfucking HBCUs.
They're saying Howard.
No matter how much
president.
good you do for them, they'll still talk shit about you when they can't use you no more.
What if that's true?
So we gonna give this $1 million back. Hey everybody, if it was some G shit, we wouldn't even known you gave them $1 million back.
Right.
If that's true, I don't know. I gotta look it up. They said Howard president protested that visit.
What?
Yeah.
That sound like Luther last week. Well, that was then. Now women can do it.
Oh, you know that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Anyway, so there you go. Remember a few months back, we congratulated Gabourey Sidibe and her husband Brandon for being pregnant. Well, they have had the twins, but they didn't tell anybody a couple months ago. Well, in April anyway. They gave birth to their twins, a boy named Cooper and a girl named Maya.
Oh.
He hustling. See what I'm saying?
Now here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Who gave birth to some twins?
Gabourey. Remember when I talked about it when she was pregnant? Now they actually had the babies 2 months ago, a couple months ago.
Hold on, that's the girl who played Precious?
Yes. And there you go. Again, my proof with the chromosomes. So the boy resembles the mom because he's got that. And the little girl resembles the dad. Look, it's like two different babies. Look at that. She looked just like daddy. Daddy got his head covered, but bless her heart. She got.
Why he got on a cap? He got on a cap. The reason Kraig got on a cap.
See the baby head. He got a head. The baby. You see the baby's head, right?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
hey,
I
man,
would never
look.
thought, man.
I ain't trying to dog that sister
No,
out,
they
man.
seem
Live
very-
her
I
best life. Because that spread eagle picture right there is not getting opened in my motherfucking email.
Adorable. Anyway, congratulations, you guys. So that's cute. Another congratulations going out to Will Smith, speaking of him, and Martin Lawrence. The release of Bad Boys Ride or Die did so well in the theaters that opening weekend that most critics are actually saying that it has revived a slumping box office attendance for the last couple of years. Bringing in over 56 million domestic, another 46 overseas, bringing a total of 104 this weekend.
That's good, man. Congratulations.
They said that picture looked like Whoopi Goldberg in a fat suit.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think I sent that
I ain't
picture
even
about
gonna
the
brag. I got
movie,
so
right?
many.
I'm trying
No,
my
I
best to
forgot.
open my
Oh,
mind to go
man.
see a Will Smith
had it in
movie.
here.
I don't like when Stephen A. Smith said Will Smith needs to apologize to the black community because nobody in this world needs to apologize to the black community more than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, but I get it. He's a weirdo. That video where they showed him walking into the game with that purple suit showed everything you need to know. If you ain't seen it, that's what you need to watch. That man is crazy. I ain't even as mad as I used to be. I know he's autistic. He's autistic. He really think that he's the reason good things happen. Look, let me tell you something, ESPN. If Abe was the host of ESPN in the morning, he would be number one because everybody watches ESPN because it is the biggest network. Stop taking credit for something like you the reason this is this and you're not. You're nothing. You a boy. And you got you a tag team partner that I'm shocked he became your tag team partner. That's Mr. Sharp. He has become your defender. Every time somebody disagrees with him, you hear Shannon say, blah, 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 hey, blah, 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 blah. I'll be like, wow, he is taking up for this boy. But that's what that money do. When you get used to that money, boy, it's hard to let it go.
Okay, moving on. So Friday was Prince's, or would have been Prince's 66th birthday. Wow. And Sheila E. put on her IG that she was extremely hurt after being turned away from Paisley Park when she showed up unannounced there Friday, of course the day of his birthday, to pay her respects, as she said.
Why did she get? Why
wait.
did they?
Did somebody invite her?
She supposedly wanted to film something in the studio there, but wasn't allowed in. Now, the estate released a statement. Now, the estate, she did all this on her Instagram, but the estate released a
She
statement.
tried to use his birthday to come up, and they was like, "Bitch, get the fuck
The
out."
estate released a
Hey,
statement.
take that
afterwards.
picture down.
And they said, I thought I asked long. Oh, yeah. The estate released a statement saying.
Get that fat bitch off that.
Shut up. The estate
Get that
released.
fat bitch off that. I'm just
You
joking.
gonna
Go
get
ahead. bitch.
you gonna get it. Anyway, they said that she posted on her Instagram what happened, and then they released a thing saying that, look, they actually addressed her directly, and they said, Sheila, we love and respect you, and that we did offer you directly to come in and take pictures on the sound stage and in other areas, but that they couldn't allow filming in the studios without prior knowledge and planning, especially because tours are actually ongoing at that time.
Didn't I call it?
And we hope to have you back at Paisley Park in the future. Just give us a heads up. Happy Prince Day with a heart emoji.
That bitch
Purple
still
heart.
think her pussy young. Bitch, you ain't got it like that. You don't get that elderly pussy in these cameras up out of here, bitch. You better beat some drums outside.
You know, so I was like, at first I was like, oh no, because, you know, of course the headlines draw you in and you're like, oh, Sheila E. turned away at Paisley Park. What happened? And then you go, oh, well, why didn't you call now and make it a point?
Bitch, you ain't got it like that no more, bitch.
He's not there.
You got to make a call
And did
if
you
you wanna film in here.
Wait, and FYI, you know that all the siblings, right, were given all the rights, but all of it has been sold off except for 2% of Nika's. That's the one sister he had, the older one. But all the other siblings got rid of theirs. They sold it. So she only, so anyway, yeah, so. And just last, this whole thing about, what happened?
None.
You've heard the many stories about all the people so desperate trying to keep up and get these so-called plastic surgery medical procedures, right? Mm-hmm. It's now moved up to the mouth. Now we're talking, I mean, you're already talking pretty crazy, but now that people are getting what
Bitches getting their mouth pulled back.
People are getting what they call backyard procedures with veneers and braces. And when you look this up, you'll see the many stories on YouTube, and it is wild. And can I say, majority of it is coming out of Atlanta. I don't understand. Well, you guys can explain too, but Atlanta seems to be the mecca for these like illegal procedures. Let me just tell you one thing, guys. If you mess with the mouth, it's connected to so much.
Oh yeah.
Nerves, everything. You can create an abscess. You can die of infections. So there's so many people. If you go online, you can see all these many stories and even known people. But not only are they actually doing the fake procedures, like all with no, it's just crazy. They're actually charging people and teaching classes, calling it, you can be a veneer technician.
Oh, wow.
So they're charging for that, $3,500 for a 2-day course, and then they send them, they get a kit, and then they're doing these procedures on people.
That's crazy.
That's wild. So be careful. That doesn't make any sense because you could die. Seriously. We're going to be hearing about some more deaths about that because you can't play with the teeth.
My dentist that I go to, I'm very satisfied with what he comes up with. He's been doing it a long time, and he has a lot of very high-end clients.
But you can keep up with it, Corey. You know you can't go back to your natural teeth because...
Old girl was in the office. The girl who played the love interest on that movie Scarface, what is her name?
The sister?
No, the white lady who.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was in there. I was like, I want to look at her mouth open.
Yeah, her kids went to the licensed dentist.
Because sometimes they put that thing in there where they can't close their mouth. I think women need to bring that to the bedroom.
Oh, Lord.
They said Kraig got a BBL.
That's cold, man.
Hey, man, y'all ain't shit for that, man.
That's terrible. Okay, wait a second. One last thing. What was I going to say?
You got one more thing, D?
Yeah,
Can you find it with them glasses?
Hold on one second. The word of the week.
Uh-oh, Steve got a word of the week.
You ready for this one?
Backdoria.
Draconian.
Draconian.
Okay, hold on. D-R-A-C-O-N-I-A-N. Draconian.
Draconian. What's that, D?
It describes something that is excessively harsh and severe.
Draconian.
Give you an example?
Is that why his name is Dracula?
Probably. Yeah, it does come from that era.
Dragulia. That's how it's pronounced for real.
Draconian. Used in a sentence, the new parking fines are positively draconian. Or Corey's take on vaginas is draconian.
These hamster smells draconian.
Hamster?
That's a new song, Draconian.
Is it hamster? Where you put the clothes?
A hamper. Oh my God, a hamster is a little animal. Oh my God. I was like.
Well, you could say it's the little hamster you don't wash up.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Anyway.
We got a song in this, yep.
You got one?
Man, I come up with something.
I don't know. He over here choking still.
Hey, man, we'll be right back with the motherfucking beat. 51 motherfucking 50s.
You, you're the one that I'm talking about. If you believe that I'm talking about you, you're the one that I'm talking about. The shoe fits, whoa, ladies and home. It's the 5150 show. Ladies and home. It's the 5150 show. Ladies and home. It's the 5150 show. Ladies and home. It's the 5150 show.
Stop wasting life best on the average mind. Us craving progress are one of a kind. They want religion from those that hold them down. Talk about the shoe fits, whoa. Stop wasting life best on the average mind. Us craving progress are one of a kind. They want religion from those that hold them down. I bet my existence on new faith I find. You, you're the one that I'm talking about. If you believe that I'm talking about you, you're the one that I'm talking about. The shoe fits, whoa.
Draconian.
Lame. You lie. Anyway, shit's still playing, right? They can hear us? Alright. Lames and hoes, motherfucker. Alright, motherfucker. Y'all know how it go when the motherfucking break come. Oh, yeah, by the way, dang you. Y'all get them motherfucking tickets, man. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I normally don't fuck around on Sundays, but I'm going to fuck with you on Sunday, this motherfucker. Because we in motherfucking MIA. And it's summertime. And them hoes be naked out there, goddamn it. Them bitches, you don't know what they is. You walk up to them and you be like, D, can you help me with some Spanish? How do you say, your pussy look good in the motherfucker in Spanish?
I knew it was going to be something disgusting.
I done forgot the hook now. Come on with the motherfucking hook.
Yeah, that's God. I was in the bathroom, so I don't know what they came up with.
Yeah. 5150 on the freestyle side of the game. Ain't no shame. If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If you a bitch nigga and he on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Hey, I watch the net and I'm trying to vet all you brothers who don't get the real motherfucking meaning of things. If you got a dude that's broken talking strange, you got to check him and let him know. Hey, if it ain't real, I ain't no hoe. I don't want it around me. Keep the slander away. If you ain't got no proof this nigga gay. 5150, we been around for a while. We ain't got no phone for the people to dial, but it's coming in the future. Know what I'm saying? 5150, we don't be playing. If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
There's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Diddy style. If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
KraigFacts.
Tiptoeing, creeping and crawling. I know you and that bitch nigga is all in. That's why you stalling. Career falling. Really wanted this. Trying to get the attention of a nigga cause you think I'm rich. Yeah, I'm rich in loyalty. The Lord spoiled me with ways and thoughts so you can't foil me. The praise you bought from them niggas that be lying. Nigga, get on your 10 toes and stop crying. And start applying yourself. Build your talent up, my nigga, cause wealth is health. I know you niggas want me to fall, but it's never gonna happen. So I'ma lay back and watch you bitch niggas capping.
Since a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Bitch nigga on your podcast, sitting at the seat, you with him.
Draconian.
What's up, D?
I don't really have much this week, but I'll give it a go.
See?
If you mention our names on your show, you going out like a big nasty hoe.
Use your mind, D. Don't be scared to
Draconian.
flow. These
Keep our,
rhymes.
keep
Come-
our names out your mouth, like Will said. Or you don't want to be popped up, found dead.
Yeah. Bitch nigga.
Treat us right.
Draconian.
You don't
It's a
want to
bitch
fight.
nigga. On your podcast,
Yes.
you with him.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Bitch nigga on your podcast, you with
it,
that
Negro.
nigga.
Draconian.
I done seen my name dragged through the mud. I don't really give a fuck. Say what you say about your boy, but your mama, she brings me joy. 5150 on every week. Tuesday nights is the day that we speak. The realest shit in the land. Check it out. I'm your man if you're down with the 100 side of the game. I'm your man if you want to see a motherfucker go from nothing to fame. Kiss my ass. Your pussy gon' last about a week in my phone, but once I'm on top of you, I'ma be dropping you. Check it out. If it's a bitch nigga in your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Bitch niggas in your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
Since a bitch nigga in your podcast, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
We holding you to the standard of the whole nigga you got around.
Draconian.
KraigFacts.
Playing both sides of the fence. When shit gets funky, you act tense like you didn't know. My nigga, you was plotting with that nigga several weeks ago when you thought I was low on dough. Then the tables turned. Matter of fact, they never was down at all. I just kept my shit a secret and had to bounce around the wall to a place where I could hang a portrait of you bitch niggas so everybody can see. This is the nigga that hates me for not being lazy and not being crazy and not letting bullshit amaze me. Me, the nigga that's scared of his own success, that wants to put a bullet in my chest cause I don't rest. You a whole nigga, you always gonna be below, nigga. You the type of nigga God would never bestow grow on, nigga. You are so on, nigga, cause you so gone, nigga, and it's real.
Bitch niggas all over the land.
Draconian.
Bitch niggas, they got a little podcast, so they got a broke ass man sticking on a real nigga and what he do. But really, you the motherfucking fool. Sniff that powder and blow your mind. Corey Holcomb, I'm one of a kind. I drove out here on a license that was revoked. Bitches got choked in order for me to get where I gotta go. I wanna say this, little nigga. You a hoe in your face, and you know it. You know where to find me, motherfucker, so show it. I need the proof of what you saying about me. Motherfucker Shot Town G. If there's a bitch nigga on your podcast, you a with him.
Draconian.
Bitch nigga chilling in your area, you with that nigga.
Draconian.
If it's a bitch nigga in your
podcast.
Yeah, I want to hear DC. Yeah.
Draconian.
There's a bitch nigga on your podcast. You with that nigga.
Draconian.
Trying to act all draconian around your mans and them. Shit, I had something wrong. I did.
See, D be scared to let it flow out her mind.
Well, because it might get.
Don't be kind. Let the shit out your mouth with no doubt. Stand on it. If you wrong, then pout and say I'm sorry if that's what you gotta do.
I did.
Corey Holcomb, this the 5150 Zoo.
Hey, you niggas was born bitches. There's a chromosome missing. Get out the kitchen. Real cooks belong here. We strong here. You niggas just wanna get along here. Hey, I know I speak a lot of facts you don't agree with, but facts is facts, my nigga. It'll make you seasick. Hop up off the ship and see if we can see this. Way to the top, full of all these demon-infested niggas trying to pull triggers. A bitch in the heart, so they acting like bitches. Look, my nigga, when you walk away, you start switching. Trying to get the attention of another man, cause you ain't getting what you want out of life. My nigga, fuck all that strife. Read a book, be a crook, and steal something like a wife to put yourself in your place. Cause you can't fuck with me, cause when you talk, it ain't enough bass in your voice. Make a choice.
Yeah, shout out, saw me break my head to the right. They like, I see you, Corey. All right, nigga. Hey, dog, I'm FOF, man. I'm friend of folks. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, 5150 in the house.
New merch.
New merch about to come out. I thought it was going to be out this week. But
We do
D
have
got
a lot.
some stuff.
Yeah.
She got some. What's in there? Get the people the
Man.
business.
Well, you slipping if you don't check out those basketball jerseys. We got 4 colors of basketball jerseys, nice and light for the summer, warm weather gear. We also have a bunch of 2-piece outfits for the ladies. They are nice. I'll wear something next week. I was gonna wear one of the men's basketball jerseys as a dress, ladies. So if you want to wear it as a dress, get a 2X or a 3X. Super cute. So
We ain't got a lot of sizes and shit with that shit.
Goes up to 3X. So unfortunately, 4X and 5X guys.
We got some shirts coming out next week.
Yes.
That's gonna be cracking.
Oh, yeah, they'll
I know my
love
man
those.
Bailey in North Carolina gonna get one. If I gotta bring it to you for you wear it to the show, it's all good.
And some more shorts coming soon too. So just
We got the shorts coming to them jerseys, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? 5150, every once in a while we refill the stove, get things going, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, new hats too. We got some of the big bucket hats, the black ones for the big large heads, and then we have
The dread heads.
really nice color snapback cap, black with it's like a.
If you ain't been to the stove, visit the stove, man. 5150 back in the stove. We the shirts like this coming out too. You a lick, lame.
Ooh.
Yeah, anyway. Bitch nigga on your podcast. Bitch niggas on your podcast.
Draconian.
Bitch niggas on your podcast.
Draconian.
Bitch ass niggas on your podcast.
Draconian.
Trying to act like you an innocent guy.
Draconian.
But you let that nigga in front of the nation lie.
Create your own content. Why don't you try?
Them
Draconian.
niggas can't afford a camera, let alone motherfucking a real blink of the eye. Check it out. Hey, Dania Beach, Improv, on my way. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday. If you're in the area, get your tickets. I know y'all gonna be there. Last time I had a ball. I've been doing a lot of freestyling on stage, man. I've been coming up with some killer stuff. Church-type testimony. It's coming up. We about to get it cracking on this net, man. I'm about to go ahead, pay these people to get this internet thing going the way it's supposed to go. I didn't want to pay no money, goddammit, because this shit expensive. But I got to do what I got to do, man, to get this shit cracking, man. Ain't nobody going to blow me up but me. See what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers scared for me to be around they motherfucking ass because they don't want me to see a motherfucking man. I don't give a fuck if you a nigga with a nigga that act like you like hoes. I'm the motherfucker you need to know. I got your back if you a 100 motherfucker. If you a fake ass motherfucker, we gon' fall out, no doubt.
Also, can I just remind people that it is Father's Day, Sunday, June 16th, everybody. So
We gonna feel that Father's Day show up, goddammit, in Dania Beach.
nice.
They gonna act a fool Father's Day. Make her come to the show and listen to what she needs to listen to be a better person in your life.
Ooh, have her get you some tickets. There you go. That'd be a great Father's Day gift. That would be a great Father's Day gift. Let me see if anybody got on there.
Anyway, Kraig, what's up? You want to plug something?
Oh man, purchase all those Chill Withers albums. Listen to the podcast. It's streaming everywhere you can listen to podcasts. I do a Q&A every Monday, and I do a KraigFacts on Thursdays, man. Check me out. If I owe you something, get it from God. And I got a show coming up in Texas.
Streets, Folks Nation, GD, Corey, what up, baby?
Thanks, Blake Arthur. He was the first
DJ Inglewood on the GD side of the game. What's this, the GD show? We had GD Jakes last week.
we know you got a big head, Blake. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, we ain't got no damn. Well, no, but we got them 5150 heads for
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Blake Arthur already ordered one.
If I can fit that motherfucker, anybody can fit that motherfucker. I wear a motherfucking 8,
Wears
nigga.
the same size, Blake. So there you go. He was the first one to buy one. All right.
You wear 8. That's funny.
Oh, also, yes, the Make America hood as
Make America hood as fuck hats.
is back.
It's my MAGA hat.
So go on and get that too. So who just bought? I just saw some people buy. Jared Sosby, thank you. Iris Dudley, Angela Shannon, Walter Reed, thank you so much for supporting the show by purchasing merch.
Thank you, yeah, for everybody who purchased the show, everybody who hit the like button, everybody that's subscribed. Some people may not know how to subscribe. Some people just watching the show, they just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Hit
So
that subscribe,
how
hit
do
that
you
button.
subscribe?
You hit the subscribe button and you can go in there and check your notifications, make sure they're turned on to get the notification when a show goes live. And then also hit the like button. That's a good free way to support
That help us out, y'all. I don't say that as I start videos. I ain't knocking nobody who do say it as they start videos. But I'm saying, y'all hit that like button sometime. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. I know I don't like doing stuff on the computer either, but you know what I'm saying? It helps us get what we trying to get in this cold game.
I do it to all my favorites.
In the next couple of months, man, I'm gonna need
Bye, Lazarus.
everybody to fuck with me on some motherfucking I'm doing my own production. Like they said, Robert Townsend did his movie with a credit card. I understand how it go. I'm not the type of guy that people feel comfortable around because they think I'm gonna put their sexuality out there, even though I ain't necessarily trying to live like that. But I gotta make my own movies. I gotta make my own things happen. I got top-notch stuff that I work on, man. I just haven't put it out there because I don't want it out there only with the streaming service. So I'm saying we're going to get these people to, some advertisers and everything to get behind us, and we're going to create the 5150 network. And when them people come buy it from me, I'm going to charge them up the ass. Big shout out to the coach in Connecticut who was like, fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with that motherfucking shit where this nigga want his son playing.
Poppy Weeze, thank you.
That motherfucking coach was like, I ain't coming to the Lakers. Fuck that shit. This shit is cray up here. Y'all about to put a nigga on the squad because his daddy play on the squad.
Thank you, Darius. That's so sweet.
That motherfucker was like, fuck that shit. I'm going back to Connecticut where I fuck hoes that look like me.
Fuck that 70 million.
Right.
That's right.
You should have made a song about it. Fuck that 70 mil. I'm going back to Connecticut.
Draconian.
Fuck that 70 mil. I'm going back to Connecticut.
Draconian.
Fuck that 70 mil. I'm going back to Connecticut.
Draconian.
Where little niggas get all the bitches.
Draconian.
Yeah. Big shout out to all the niggas who ate some pork today. No, they weren't supposed to. God damn it.
Shout out to all the deserving fathers on Father's Day. Hey.
Shout out to all the bitches just gonna bow down and spend an hour on a nigga dickhead tonight.
Oh, God.
It's time to just give him an hour of your throat and stop thinking about it. Just let it happen. That's one episode of Sports Center. Let it happen. God damn it. Draconian.
Extreme. My goodness.
Hell yeah.
Anyway.
Somebody say Vote Republican is next week's song. D is pretty and a sweet person.
Oh, thank you, Poppy Weeze. That's so sweet.
Corey is Dark Vader. Bruh-in-law. We forget to say their name. The God, amen. I can't say his name. Metamorphosis 225. Shout out to your legs, D. Lazarus. That's a nigga with herpes trying to get you to put your legs up.
I like that name, Lazarus. All right.
Corey killed it in Orlando. Thank you, Aslan.
Somebody said hail to the throats. Who's that user? What username?
3 minutes, Corey. Somebody who know me out there. Kraig dressed like, they said Kraig dressed like Eric Benet. Paper plane. No cap, Mr. Holcomb. I'm from Houston, Texas, 5th Ward, and I have a J Prince. Oh man, come on, man. What I'm gonna do with that? I ain't never met the man. What can I say? Mr. Holcomb. Oh damn, he keep on saying it and shit.
Sheesh.
There's a couple of motherfuckers keep on saying this shit, but it's all good, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Act a fool. This is the chat. That's how we became who we are. We let motherfuckers be who they gonna be.
That's
We about to wrap it up, man. I gotta go eat. 51 motherfucking 50.
That's right.
Peace. Next week.
You're the one that I'm talking about. The shoe fits. Whoa. Stop wasting life as on the average mind. Us craving progress are one of a kind. They want religion from those that hold them down. I bet my existence on new faith I find. Describe me, that's how you cold. But a soldier gonna work it out while you wait on hold. I speak on what I see and you didn't find. You took the mandatory immunization, can you tell me how?